When it's this quiet all the time, you can't help but hear voices, right? This is the true story of a girl who was banished underwater. She lived there alone, and above her, lost ships would groan, and the sea winds would howl, and the fish would growl at her tail. 'Cause she failed.
My name is Emma Zadow, and I am the writer, and I play Alice.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle de Saumarez. I'm playing Lo.
My name's Anoushka, and I'm the director of Fridge. Fridge is the story of two sisters, one of which has come home to Norfolk after being away for many, many years after her younger sisters attempted to take her life. And with the help of their friend Charlie, the three of them try to rekindle this broken family that they are desperately trying to cling on to in the wilds of Norfolk.
Alice is the elder sister of Lo. She's in her late 20s, early 30s. The sisters haven't seen each other for about 7 or 8 years now. I think she's a dreamer. I think she had goals which she believes were tarnished because she had to look after her little sister.
What drew me to the character of Lo as well is her sense of whimsy and the way that she escapes the real world through fantasy. I think there's an element in all of us, you know, no matter how young or old we are, that kind of needs that fantasy in order to exist in our day-to-day lives and get on with things.
In the play itself, there's lots of natural imagery that Emma's used. It really sort of exemplifies the Norfolk wilderness. When we first meet Lo, she tells us the story of a mermaid, and there's this beautiful imagery that Emma uses, which is about the sea and the raging storms and the waves and the crashing kind of tumultuousness of the sea. The way that Emma marries the chaos of the wilderness around Norfolk and the landscape and the unpredictability with that of Lo's mind, and I just love how Emma's paired that with the natural elements that are going on around them.
I grew up in a rural community, so to see mental health and how growing up in such an isolated place can affect you, portrayed in a play or, you know, in any form of media, is something that's always been really important to me. That's how we relate to these experiences, is by seeing them represented.
She wanted to come back to the land. The old mermaid wore legs made of wood from shipwrecks to come ashore, to find her family's door at last, and came to the town for another door to knock on the shore. Can I come out now?
It's a dark fairy tale gone wrong.
A love letter to any sibling or any family member who the audience might know who has experienced poor mental health.
Fantasy, you can see poetry, you can see tense relationships, loving relationships, and everything in between.